Hello everyone, my name is Jonathan. Welcome back to my channel, Jonathan Obina. Now today I'm going to do a mapping video, which is a geographical mapping video, and this is going to be a scenario where the British and French Empire came back today and merged together under one enormous empire. So let's just get in because that's what you came for. And as you can see, this empire is monstrous, is a monstrosity. Like it has like a almost all of Africa, honestly. The Indian subcontinent and Indochina, Malaysia, um, Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, almost all of Oceania at this point. Canada, um, French Guinea that France already has. Guyana, Belize, Jamaica, Haiti, many places. And yeah, let's just get in. And your first target is actually going to be in Europe and the Benelux. These countries just happen to be on their doorsteps, and yeah, they are looking to control more ocean access to the North Sea, I think it's called. And yeah, this is the mainland, the British Isles and the French land. This is the mainland for now. So yeah, this is not gonna end well. As you can already imagine, the Belgium gets completely decimated. And the Netherlands is completely occupied. So yeah, let's take a look at this peace treaty. And the peace treaty is full annexation by the what should I call this empire? British French Empire, or is occupied by the British and French? Let's call this the Anglo French Empire. Yeah, we're gonna call it the Anglo French Empire. And Morocco sees its own independence because they just don't want to go through the stress of being invaded, as they know that they definitely won't win the war. So they just opt to be occupied. And now let's look at our next target, which you might already know who they are. And that is obviously Tunisia and Libya. Now, these countries are kind of disturbing the Anglo-French Empire, and they want full ocean access. And as you can see, wow, Africa is going to be completely occupied by the Anglo-French Empire in this video. And now, to just state, this doesn't include realism. It doesn't include NATO, CSTO, UN, or any type of alliance like that. And besides, if this was in real life, this thing would just collapse into a million pieces right away because it's just too much land. Canada, almost all of Africa, a good portion of the Middle East, the entire Indian subcontinent, Australia, New Zealand. It's just not be very capable of holding on to all this land. Not to state that Israel and Palestine and many of these Arab countries down here are joined together, and this won't end well. And you also have Kurdistan and all these Islamic groups, so yeah, it won't end well. But let's just get into the war already. Now, Anglo-French troops entering from the western part of Tunisia, cutting it into half. Sorry, cutting it into two, and they get near Tunis or Carthage. Nah, Carthage doesn't exist anymore, but Carthage used to be there, and it will always be remembered. Well, we still have some sightings there of Carthage, but the once great city used to be there. And they completely captured Tunisia, as you can see. Tripoli is right here, and Libya is going to have one of the hardest times to fight this empire because they lost a good portion of their country, but that's just desert. But Libya, ever since Gaddafi died, Libya hasn't really been a very good place. And I don't want to really explain those things because I might get in trouble if I start saying all those things. But Libya is a type of place that isn't really controlled and good to be in, right? At least right now. and it might be on the verge of collapse as I'm speaking. But let's just continue on with this war now. Groups start popping up because Libya is just a mess, and no offense to the Libyan people, the country is not a mess, but the government is basically non-existent. I don't know how to say it. And after a ton of fighting, they captured Tripoli, not to mention captured all the coast and big Benghazi that was here. And yeah, after a lot of fighting, the capture of Tripoli, the Libyan government, or if you call it that, surrender. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. And yeah, as you can see, all of Northern Africa is under the Anglo-French control. So yeah, that's not good. In fact, they're gonna attack Saudi Arabia, which is not gonna go well, and then they're gonna fight Iran. So yeah, the world is supposed to be scared of this new thing popping out. Crap. And yeah, now let's get on with this war. Now, this isn't going to be like the other countries, like the Benelux or Libya and Tunisia. These countries are stronger than them. And they're actually very strong countries and maybe in the top 20. But when you're talking about this, it's pretty hard to quite defend yourself against that. And these countries are in a very bad situation because they're completely surrounded, and Saudi Arabia is the true definition of that. And Iran has to fight a two-front war. Let me explain you how strong this country is. You have the United Kingdom and France, which are like top 10 countries. The whole of the Indian subcontinent. Top 10 countries like India, Pakistan. I think Pakistan is a top 10 country. Then economy, this is the strongest country in the world I know in military and economy. So yeah, goodbye Saudi Arabia, goodbye Iran, because you are gonna get decimated, absolutely decimated, and I'm telling you that. Medina, Medina, Jeddah, Mecca. You you I mean, you'll probably not destroy the cities because it's not a very good it's not very good for your country if you destroy Medina, Jeddah, and Mecca, because those cities are cities that you should they are forbidden to destroy because they're very me already got what I'm about to say. They're very important in religion for the Islamic people. So if you destroy those cities, you're gonna have a whole world cast on you because you destroy one of the most sacred cities in the world. But I'm not gonna get into that, and we're just gonna completely continue to decimate this area. This is desert, and I know it wouldn't be easy to occupy, but yeah, what are we gonna do? This is the Anglo-French Empire, and yeah, Riyadh is just right there. So yeah, this is not good. In fact, they captured Riyadh as I'm talking about it. They reach, not to mention that Qatar is also here and the United Arab Emirates. And yeah, this isn't good. They capture this. And yeah. In fact, the country starts to shred apart, and some really bad secrets about Saudi Arabia start to spill out. So yeah, this is gone. It's gone. It's just absolutely gone. Just absolutely gone. Just gone. So now let's continue with the war in Iran and let's see how Iran is doing. Okay, that's not good. Iran is having a hard time. And yeah, let's see how Iran will get out of this one. Or if they will even get out of this one at all. Because they aren't. Nobody is gonna come to the help of Iran because whoever country will come to the help of Iran, or except it's China, Russia, or United States of America, which they obviously, I mean, Russia is a good ally, is good allies with Iran, but I don't think they want to stand up against the Anglo-French Empire. And China is also kind of a good ally, but they definitely won't help Iran. And the United States hates Iran, so yeah, they hate each other. So why help your enemy? In fact, they're gonna do you a favor by absolutely destroying your enemy. So United States is obviously isn't gonna cooperate. In fact, big chunks of Iran start falling apart because Iran isn't really. Iran isn't a good country. I mean, its government isn't good. The people are nice, obviously, but Iran, Iran, why didn't you learn best? So now they're just gonna continue destroying the country because Iran isn't as good as it was when it was the Archaemenid Empire. I keep calling it Archaemenid. Why do I call it Archaemenid? It's Archaemenid. I just learned. It wasn't as strong as it was when it was the Achaemenid Empire, so yeah, or the Persian Empire, if you want to call it. But that's why they're gonna fall over like a potato. And what the heck am I doing, bro? Okay, so there you have it. So that's just gonna cause the complete collapse of the country. And now whatever this thing is, which is no longer a government, falls over. So let's take a look at this peace treaty, and full annexation is the answer. So now many countries around the world are starting to get scared, and Germany is probably pissing their pants right now. Yeah. Oh, Africa is not pissing the pants. Africa is turning themselves inside out. They're just panicking. They're in panic mode. So yeah, let's just find. So many countries in this world are gonna form an alliance, which is it's gonna be called the Alliance of Free Countries. And even though some of these countries don't really sound like a country that will be in a country called free countries, but now, who cares? The countries in this alliance are Russia, Belarus, Hungary, Serbia, Kazakhstan, Armenia, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Mongolia, and North Korea. And Germany also joined the the free countries alliance, the alliance of free countries, because they fear that a certain British man riding on a horse with a baguette will come attack them from the Rhineland. So that's the reason why they joined the Alliance of Free Countries. And Russia is just Russia. They just want to maintain their sphere of influence. So yeah, that's the reason why. And let's look at what other country could be invaded. Now, we all know that Africa, if they just keep going, it's just gonna completely get taken over, and that's why they're just gonna go after the whole thing. But immediately they do that, something horrifying is gonna happen to the Anglo-French Empire, and that is going to be the involvement of China, countries like China, Turkey, Italy, Greece, no. The allies with the Anglo-French Empire, and Turkey is there. So yeah, Romania, Bulgaria, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Indonesia, and yeah, the Philippines. Wow, so many countries. So many countries, right? Thailand, um, And you have Brazil joining in. This is a horrifying amount of countries joining in against the Anglo-French Empire because it contains very, very strong countries, Brazil and China, and also Indonesia, and Turkey and Italy. So, and Afghanistan is impossible to invade. Afghanistan is confusing. So, yeah. Why not start this off with, hey, let's invade people. Yeah, let's invade people. Yeah, that's basically what they think. So now they weren't anticipating this, so now something horrifying is gonna happen to them, which is gonna be the separation and the continent two of Indochina, and they just go down here. They just absolutely destroy this place. Although they're not gonna attack the Vietnamese Lao area so much, cause remember these areas are jungle, but they weren't anticipating this, so they aren't really going to be like how they were in the Vietnam War. In fact, this whole area just falls over, and they just hold out here. But Myanmar is also very jungly, but it isn't going to be as good as Vietnam was because China is here. So yeah, China captures this whole area away from Vietnam. Myanmar. This isn't really technically Myanmar anymore. This is the British Raj. So yeah, or Burma if you wanna call it. But Myanmar is just crushed and they just sign peace. The government here just says, hey, just leave us alone, we'll surrender. And that's just basically what happens. So yeah. That's what happens. And now Vietnam also falls, and this area of Malaysia falls, and the tail also falls. Yeah. Now just up to the border of original India, which I didn't expect it to look so realistic. But it's not looking realistic anymore because there are thousands and thousands of Chinese and Indonesian and Thailand troops rolling in from the mountains down here and the jungles and absolutely destroying this place. Have in mind that this isn't easy and this isn't in a short amount of time. This is months and months, maybe even years. But this minimum months, and in my opinion, it's months. But if you want to say it's taking years, then you can go ahead and say it. But yeah, this isn't going well. And yeah. I know Bangladesh has a lot of people, so what they do is that they put a lot of civilians there to distract the army, and they just halt. They just halt. They go inside Nepal and Bhutan, which isn't actually a very smart thing to do, but they do it anyway. So what the heck are they doing? And they capture this whole area. Let's see other places where the Anglo-French area is absolutely getting destroyed, and such places as the newly occupied Iran, which is getting. I wouldn't say people are welcoming them because the type of people that are entering inside this area, except the Russians, aren't being very friendly. So they're not welcoming them, but at least they're getting freed from the Anglo-French Empire, so it's not like they're hating on them as well. But this is the thing I was telling you about. Too much big empires can cause misery sometimes, and yeah, this is the misery you're seeing right here. And this thing is absolutely getting destroyed and absolutely getting wow. Yeah. They reached the important city of Tehran and whoo um just yeah. And that's how hard they go. And Italy. France never anticipated Italy to join in to destroy them right one day. Italy enters in from the Alps and captures this whole southern area. And now they just stop because here's the mainland, so you can't really advance too much in the mainland. Now the alliance or the League of Free Nations could theoretically oh my god, my English, theoretically joining on this war with the blue side to finish off the Anglo-French team because maybe they would, or maybe they will be good enough, but maybe they won't because this empire is absolutely enormous and powerful, but maybe they could win the war because it's Russia and China and Brazil. So yeah, and Indonesia, I forgot. So they could theoretically do that, but they won't because they don't want to. They don't want to get involved. And yeah, that's the reason. Afghanistan is doing so well. No, they're just doing normally. They're actually just doing normally. Just they capture a good portion, a noticeable portion of Pakistan, the Pakistani area of the British Raj, and yeah, this area is soon to be completely under Afghani control, and yeah, you have this happening to your country. What's wow. So now let's see the progress. Well, no. First, let's see some of the failures of the Anglo-French team because Brazil completely captures Guyana and French Guiana, which this is normal. Obviously, they will do this. And now let's look at the success of the Anglo-French team, which Liberia has completely clapped, and Equatorial Guinea is also very screwed. And now let's enter Congo and Angola. Angola is gonna experience some failure, and yeah, they are just absolutely wowing the Angolan um government. Start saying, "Wow, these people are very strong. They are stronger than we thought." And we're particularly very strong countries, we think. Well, that's until we reach Luanda, the capital. At least I think it's called Luanda. And yeah, Kinshasa is captured from Brazzaville. And yeah, this whole thing is just starting to fall apart. And before you know it, some of these governments just collapse. They just collapse because Angola was good, but it's not like the DRC Congo was in a very good position before. So yeah, that's just what happens. Oh, Mozambique disappeared. Ah, Somalia also disappeared, and now it's time for the clapping of Ethiopia, which they start from the western areas of the country, and yeah, this isn't going well. They go very far, and are now starting to they just go into different types of areas everywhere, and are now starting to reach Addis Ababa, which they do, and they reach this mountain range, or at least like this volcanic range. I don't know. It was something in the middle of Ethiopia there. Oh crap! Why does this happen every time? That sometimes it just reset. It's Flipper Clip I'm using. The same. It's actually the same thing I'm using for my Alternative Future of the World series, which is getting very good and very special. And I hope you like the trailer season 2, which I might make a trailer season 3 very soon. And after that will just come the Alternative Future of the World. And yeah, that's basically it. So, and now what the Anglo-French Empire is doing is pumping millions and millions of troops down to Canada, up to Canada, and they're sending them down, and send them down to Brazil to absolutely decimate this area. So that's what they're doing for now. And I also got in like millions and millions of troops down here as well to send them down here. But they decided to do it from Canada because this place is much guarded than this place. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Just to notify you guys. Now, there's a reason why the League of Free Countries didn't join in before. And that reason is because they actually join in on the side of the Anglo-French team. So, wow, that is a twister. Or something that we never expected. Something that we never anticipated to happen. Maybe you anticipated it. I don't know. But I assume that the majority didn't anticipate this to happen because originally said that this was a team formed to stop the Anglo-French team. So you may have not anticipated this, but now that that's said and done, have in mind that these places were completely retaken by the Anglo-French Empire, and now are starting to get kind of Anglo-Frenchy. And oh, I forgot to tell you that these places were liberated because those millions and millions and millions of troops finally got to Brazil and are now starting to get. There's no coming to Brazil anymore because if you come to Brazil, you're coming to the Anglo-French team, and you better come to the Anglo-French team. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I just want to make the video funny. By the way, talking about making videos funny, I'm trying to get monetized in at least like before the end of 2025 or before spring of 2026 to at least get monetized. Or if we can do it quicker and do it before the spring of 2025, it will mean a lot to me. Because monetization is basically just going to become the start of my channel. Or at least, instead of saying monetization, reaching 1,000 subscribers is going to mean a lot to me. And I hope we can do it. And if you are watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It will mean a lot to me right now. So now let's get on with the video, because that's what you came here to do. So yeah, now they reach the Bolivian area, and yeah, and you know what I mean why this is not realistic, because this is almost impossible to send millions and millions of troops across the ocean. The amount of boats you need to pay, and I have in mind that they're just blitzing through the Amazon forests, which that's basically like what? I mean, I know with modern technology is better than when you were in the Vietnam War, but the way they're blitzing through the Amazon forest in months is not really expected. So yeah, have in mind that this is not very realistic. So if you get offended easily by things that are not true, then sorry. Now let's continue with this scenario. As And as Brazil sees that this war isn't really, it doesn't make sense after like losing a considerable part of their country, and these are not very important parts. The important parts are on the coast and Brasilia. So they do the smart move of surrendering or capitulating to the Anglo-French Empire. And China, cha 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 cha. Sorry, sorry. That was I think that is a national song in China. So yeah, sorry China. You're one of my favorite countries. Honestly, you're one of my favorite countries. So seeing you end up like this really hurts me. But this is a mapping video, and I can do whatever I want, so I don't really care. So goodbye, China. I'm saying goodbye because now you're getting invaded by all parts. You're getting invaded over here. No, in fact, something really horrible happens to China as the breaking away of Tibet and Xinjiang, along with some other territories. So yeah, in fact, Mongolia is actually making a lot of progress, and yeah, this wasn't good. And now you can see that uh, Beijing is just there's like a mountain right here, a very long mountain range that spans over there, and after that separates the fresh area from the desert. And Beijing is just right there across the mountain range. Beijing is is no more. It's now Russian and Anglo-French. And now China also makes the smart move. No, I was joking. They continue fighting on for a long time because this is China, a communist country we're talking about. Of course, they're gonna be a pain. So yeah, they continue fighting on for a long time. After this, he basically just disappears. It doesn't surrender. It just disappears from the map. And Afghanistan just breaks into a million pieces. Turkmenistan says, phew. He says, phew. I don't even know what I'm doing. You just came here to watch the video. Don't listen to me doing all this. Oh, I forgot to say that Italy has disappeared. Italy switched sides, so yeah. As it always does. Crap. And Bulgaria. Bulgaria is now starting to speak more Serbian than Bulgarian. I know, before you know it, these two just sign out because they don't see a point in fighting this war anymore. And they are starting to question why they even joined the war at all, because there wasn't really a point in joining this war for them because they wouldn't get anything in return. Maybe Bulgaria will get rice and a little bit of money, but that's not really a reason why you need to join. And Turkey. Or Turkey is no longer Turkey. It's called bonjour. Bonjour. I don't know how to say a mix of French. Merci beaucoup. M'appelle. Oh my god, bro! I suck. I suck at French, and I don't think I'll ever be good at French. And that is why Turkey just hates listening to my voice and just surrenders to end misery. And yeah, you can tell I just wanted to finish this war as quick as possible. Let's just say that Indonesia pieces out. So let's just say that. And now let's look at the peace treaty. And this is the peace treaty when look at after the war. This is absolutely enormous. All of Africa, good chunk Tibet and some parts of China, and puppeting the rest of China. Whole of Turkey, making Italy an autonomous part of the Anglo-French Empire. Brazil didn't really get affected because they pieced out on time, and they're not really interested in America. And Russia and the rest of the got Manchuria, got the Caucasus, and the United with the rest of the countries saying this was an Eurasian Union agreed peacefully by everyone else, but I'm certain certain someone there. I mean, it might have been free, but I'm not sure. But this is the new Eurasian Union. They're allies with the Anglo-French Empire, but this is absolutely huge. It's huge. We can see that as time passes, this thing will probably take over the whole world. And this thing probably takes up a good percentage of the world now. And and I can definitely see them. I can definitely see them in the future annexing China because it's not too out of the realm of possibility at this point. I mean, just look at their sheer size. So many people in this empire, so much land. It's just unbelievable. And this is actually a scenario that will be kind of weird because I can see this empire trying to unite the world under their own flag one day, and I can also see them annexing Italy. No, I did not color that. Fully annexing Italy because it was an autonomous part. And at this point, this empire, nobody can stop this empire, even if the Eurasian Union and the United States of America united. I'm not sure if they will be able to stop this empire because this empire is just absolutely unstoppable. Just look at the sheer size of it. And I'm sure they could just, if they ever ran out, they could just pull up some more people from India or China, as they have all the power to do so. India, China, or Africa, as they have a lot of people here, and Malaysia, they could just do pull up any person from anywhere. So this empire is just absolutely huge, and this is basically just gonna be the end of the video now because it's just absolutely. This is just look at this. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and see you next time.